Hello! This is your 12 Days of Fitness with Hope Savara, and I'm really glad that you're here. Today is day 11, so let's just get to work. And you've probably been waiting for it. We are going to be using the bender ball or the green ball, mini ball today. So grab out your mini ball. You're also going to need a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, roll up a hand towel or use a second ball if you have one, and let's get to work. So placing the ball behind the sacrum. Remember, it's not underneath, but it's snug, so you're sitting nice and tall on your sitting bones. Bring that block between the knees. Why are we using the block? Because when we hug on the block, it's going to activate the inner thighs, which is also going to activate the pelvic floor. The inner thighs are kind of like the pelvic floor's favorite neighbor. So really important to help you kind of redirect that strength into the deep core rather than just the hip flexors. So sitting nice and tall. Nice deep inhalation here. Exhale, add the pelvic tilt. So I'm popping the ball with a pin that's attached to my sacrum, not my spine. So nice deep breath in here. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale, let's bring it back about 45 degrees, keeping our front core nice and strong. So here I'm letting the ball push me forward. Here I'm popping the ball and keeping the core contained. And then exhale, bring it back up using only the strength of your core, not of your chest or arms reaching. Awesome, nice deep breath in here. Exhale, add the tilt, hug your knees against the block. Let's bring it back 45 degrees, chin is down. Plug your shoulders back, rib cage is down. Inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale, hug on your block as you lower. Awesome, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. I'm only gonna lift my arms as high as I can keep my spine erect and long, and keep myself from rounding. Awesome. You might get that little quiver or that little shake in your core. Welcome to your transversus. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Keep the connection of your sacrum to the ball. Really important. It's gonna help keep your hip flexors at bay, and it's gonna help keep redirecting you into the deep core. So now remember, pelvic floor, anal sphincter, perineum, which is that central part of the pelvic floor, and then urethra, which controls our bladder. It's a contraction near the pubis bone into the lower front abdomen. So we are utilizing pelvic core, pelvic floor muscles plus deep core. Awesome. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Just keep breathing. Find a pace that works for you and your breath. And now hold to your inhale, exhale, lift with your trunk. Awesome, rest forward, take a breath. Inhale, rise back up, sitting nice and tall. Let's add that little tilt. We're gonna go right back at it. Plugging the shoulders back, lift the arms again, this time about 45 degrees. Inhale, open the arms without straining. Exhale, close. Now imagine you had a bat wing. As you close your arm, you're closing to the navel as well. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Keep the sacrum connected to the ball. I'm obliques to the midline. Inhale, like I'm buttoning up a tight cardigan. Exhale. Inhale, open, and exhale. When it comes to moving our body, whether it's core-based work, well, everything is core-based work, or anything, it really does matter about how you move, how you position your body, because so many of us are moving in such a distorted way that's not natural for our bodies, and then we're exercising or supposed to be doing things that are supposed to better ourselves, except we're going with that same wonky posture. So alignment does matter, people. How you do movements does matter if you're looking to actually change and improve your body on all levels. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 2 more. Really think about it. And exhale, bring it back up nice and slow. Take a breath. Inhale, upright. All right, so now you're gonna get rid of the block and extend out the legs. Now, if by chance you feel like the legs are popping up off the floor, your hip flexors are really flaring, go back to the bent knee variation. Otherwise, ball's gonna be tucked behind the sacrum. Sitting nice and tall, arms come up genie style. Add the tilt, so inhale. Exhale, inhale, bring it back, and exhale, come back up nice and slow. I'm a little off-centered here. Inhale, bring it back. I'm keeping the sacrum connected. How far you go back is irrelevant. I want you to keep using your core. So if you put your hands on your waistline, you can feel deep transversus, rectus, obliques, back muscles, all working. Keep your elbows off your chest. Keep your chin down. Legs stay grounded. I'm either going to press through my feet or flex through my feet. I'm not bouncing off the ball. I'm lifting myself strategically. Inhale and exhale. This is not belly breathing. This is thoracic breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You got this, just nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Soften the jaw. Two more. One more. Nice job. Lower the arms down. All right, rebend the knees. And you can bring your legs together if you want to stick that block there again, that's fine. Sitting nice and tall. Use the ball behind you to stay erect. And now so I'm going to be turning towards you. So take your left arm to the outside of the right knee. You can either grip or bring the elbow to the outside. It's up to you. Sitting tall. Right arm comes behind. Rotate the arm out to sit tall and just slowly start to turn the spine. The ball is there to remind you not to slouch. Inhale and exhale. Looking over the shoulder, just allowing the spine to rotate. Really use the inhalation to kind of get up out of the lower back, get out of all those sticky areas. All right, back to center. I'm going to turn away from you now. Arm comes behind, grab hold of the knee. Sitting tall, we're not arcing the back though. Hold on to the leg you're turning towards and give yourself a couple breaths to rotate. This side's tighter for me. Slowly back to center. Just turn the head right and left. Loosen up the neck. All right, great job. Grab that block again. Bring it back between the knees. Resituate the feet, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale, bring it back 45 degrees. Arms come up in front, plug the arms back. Knife edge the arm, so tone the arm. If I push on it, you're going to give me resistance. Inhale, one arm comes up, look the opposite way. Exhale, karate chop. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the angle of the torso. Inhale and exhale. I really want to emphasize challenging the rotation of the neck. It's like turning a jar lid. You're going to keep the jar steady and turn the lid, which is your neck. And that lid just so happens to be attached to your bladder. So we actually have our bladder, we have fascial strings attaching all the way up into our neck. Inhaling and exhaling. So now we're going to go a little bit faster. So it's going to be a sniffing style breath. I'm not turning on the ball. My legs aren't moving. I'm really steady on karate chopping. Last one, and center, bring it back up, nice job. This time bound angle, move the block. Sitting nice and tall, rock side to side, hinge forward, give yourself some space. Let's reach forward, give your spine some length. And then roll yourself back up nice and slow. All right, let's come on to our back. So bringing yourself back nice and slow. Ball's gonna go underneath the sacrum. Nice pelvic neutral. From pelvic neutral now, pelvic floor engages. So think about those lower core muscles, slowly and steady. I love the ball versus the floor because it's much more responsive. You're gonna get all of those deep stabilizers that you do not get on the floor, and you're gonna get your back body, which, hello, is a part of your core. And if you're strengthening your core for back issues, you need to also strengthen those muscles too. All right, here we go. Single heel drop. You have arm variations. Down on the floor, palms face in. Robot arm or no arms on the floor. Stability is your guide. If you can't be stable, pull back the arm variation. Inhale, lower one heel down. Exhale, lift. My front core walls are super strong. You're not getting what I call rectus pufus. The belly muscle is distending out away from you. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. I do this a lot. Inhale, lower. One of my favorite movements. Exhale. Any sort of hip flexor strain. Couple options. One, don't drop your heel as far. Notice how my feet are flexed. Two, slight internal rotation on the leg from the hip. Three, you're going to remain stable. So I'm just going to hold and breathe. So that pelvic core combination needs to be present, or your hip flexors are doing the stabilizing and the moving. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Okay, so now start to stretch your heel out a little farther. Like you're trying to dip it in a glass of water that's just a hair further away. Nice and steady on the ball. Inhale and exhale. Not all core work has to feel like it's killing you. Now granted, if you're using muscles you don't normally use, you are going to really feel that. But you should feel really solid, really strong here. Bringing a hold of your waistline, really noticing those muscles turn on. Exhale. Inhale, lower down. And exhale, lift. You got this. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Now knees into the chest. Now you get to let your back round out. Holding your legs tightly, press your shins alternatingly into your wrists and forearms and resist. And you're going to feel your sit bones kind of loosen up in your glute tissue a little bit here. Awesome. Lower the feet back down. All right, resituate. Option one, go back to what you were doing before. Option two, you're going to bring it up nice and slow, coming in and out of the movement as part of the movement. Double heel drop. Hip flexors, lower back, have to stay stable and no grabbing. Inhale, lower down. I'm not going with. Exhale, lift. Then this is that bridge or that gap between doing the movement for the sake of doing it and actually asking those muscles to take hold. So inhale, I'm going to lower. Exhale, I'm thinking really deep and internal. Bring the thought process in, you're going to get twice as much out of it. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. The floor is not the goal. The floor is never the goal. I want to keep my belly from distending, keep my back from arcing with, kind of in that crazy, wonky way, and keep my body steady and stable. Stability before mobility, always. A baby first learns to stand before they learn to walk. Get on all fours before they crawl. Sit up before they do anything else. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Any hip flexor strain, press the knees together, get a block between the knees. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. You got this. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, last one. Inhale. And exhale, knees into the chest, let the back drop out. Press one leg out, hip flexor stretch. We're focusing more on that lower leg stretch, really reach through the heel. And then bring that knee in with control. Switch legs, reach out, down, and away. And then reach the bent leg out, arms overhead. Drop your hips side to side. And then back to center, arms down. Bend your knees, lift your hips. Release the hips down, give a nice hug. And then drop your feet to the floor. Awesome, roll off to your side and bring yourself up to a seated position. Great job. All right, until I see you next time, from my heart to yours, from my soul to yours, get on the mat and do something great. Namaste.